Hello y'all, this is Red Flood, a mod for Hearthstone 4 that takes place in a world where no one was truly able to win World War I. We are going to play as the Siberian General Governorate. This country is seen as the eternal dumping ground of political opponents in Russia. The governorate is incredibly diverse, both politically and ethnically, and its governor grows increasingly distraught with governing the fringes of the Russian heartland. To start things off, our only national spirit is warlord indifference, and besides that, our ruling party ideology is despotic. One major thing I need to point out before we continue is that we are a subject of the Russian Empire. In fact, we are one of many subjects of the Russian Empire. Now, for our military and our army, we have 14 divisions, 11 of those are infantry, and 3 of those are cavalry. And we do have an air force, which consists of 2 air wings. Looking at our army commanders next, we have a lot of generals and no starting field marshals. In the military technology department, the Siberian General Governorate has modern weapons by 1936 standards anyway, motorized, basic artillery, and basic fighters. Now, with everything else out of the way, let's begin to focus tree by doing Siberian troubles, rampant crime, separatist agitators, and establish emergency provisional directorate. Grecian Almazov's breakdown. Grecian Almazov refers to the man who leads our country. He is getting older and he has come to the realization that he must create a council of people who have a good idea on how to keep Siberia in one piece. Let's have him get the autonomists to join the directorate that was recently created. The autonomists aim to distance the country from all czarist influence and recognize the land the nation is in as Siberian, not Russian. They also like democracy too, apparently. It appears we have to be fully independent to do anything else. In our focus tree and newsflash, we aren't independent just yet, but I do appreciate the fact we're going to be building up a huge amount of political power while we wait. In East Asia, a civil war has started between revolutionary Japan and Imperial Japan. Also, the Beiyang government is fighting the Ma clique. What's this? Our neighbor, Transbaikal, is apparently justifying a war goal against us. Well, if it's a war they won't, it's a war they'll get. To our south, a conflict has started between the Antoi clique and the Imperial Authority. The Japanese Civil War has ended, and it seems that the Imperial side won. Russia is fighting itself. The Governor General of the Siberian General Governorate will use this as an opportunity to declare independence because they have determined that is the best course of action available to us. With our country now free from the Russian Empire, we will continue to focus tree by completing the focus compromise with autonomists. Since we have no more overlord country to answer to anymore, we might as well justify a war goal on the Imperial Authority. With compromise with autonomist complete, we have officially become Siberia. We got a new flag. Our leader is still the same, but now, ideology-wise, he is progressive instead of despotic. Let's do more focuses. We're going to do recognize our minorities, mimic old France, invite opposition to the government, negotiate with the church, deal with economic chaos, popular land reform, massive subsidies to industry, appeal to patriotism, Siberian military, and modernization reform. Refugees are arriving from the west as the summer coup war rages between 2 different Russian factions. This event will give us a national spirit that will provide us with a monthly population buff for 950 days. With invite opposition government done, we have put some guys in the government. Let me elaborate on that by telling you the traits of each person we just put in power. So for our head of government, we have a naive optimist. For our foreign minister, we have a great compromiser. For our economy minister, we have a managed market economist. For the minister of the interior, we have a leader of the people. And last but not least, the head of military intelligence is a technical specialist. Our war goal on the Imperial Authority is ready, but we're going to wait to use it until after they are done fighting the Anthui clique, which, judging by the war statistics we have at the moment, shouldn't take too long, I hope. Okay, actually, forget about what I just said about a potential clash with the Imperial Authority, because I just realized we have a non-aggression pact with them we won't be able to get out of until late 1937. In Central Asia, the Orenburg People's Republic has decided to invade the General Governorate of Turkestan. Let's do more stuff in the focus tree by completing local autonomy, free education, integrate Mensheviks, integrate cadets, Republican transformation, protect private property, welfare state, expand artillery factories, and heirs of Yermak and Disneva. There goes the Anthui clique. The Imperial Authority controls most of Mongolia now, I think. And by the way, the Novorossiyan General Governorate won the Summer Coup War. In China, the Fangtian clique has decided to battle with the Shanxi clique. Speaking of the Shanxi clique, they have been busy fighting with the Yellow Sand Society and the Gul Minjin. We're going to attack Transbaikal. They themselves have had a war goal on us, Siberia, for some time, but they never used it. The Imperial Authority has cancelled our non-aggression pact. Well, that's fine, because with that out of the way, there's nothing to stop us from invading them now. Altai has declared war on the Imperial Authority, but in more relevant news, we are smashing Transbaikal's army to pieces. We are getting close to the end of the autonomous political path in our focus tree, so with that said, let's do first federal government, Europe of our own, and sign a treaty. We have defeated Transbaikal, and they have been made into a puppet state of Siberia. The 1938 election for Siberia is here. Let's have Nikolai Anov win to keep the government progressive. Anov historically was a writer. He took part in the storming of the Winter Palace in 1917. From what I gather, he did work with the Soviets sometime in his life, but he was also a member of a literary group that apparently was anti-communist. In 1932, he was arrested by the Soviet secret police due to his activities as a member in an illegal counter-revolutionary and anti-Soviet organization. As a result of this, he was punished, but he did manage to survive this ordeal, and he lived to the old age of 88. All of the divisions we need are here. Let's get this war with the Imperial Authority started. Our enemy doesn't have enough units to stop our advance. That is definitely bad for them. Well, that was relatively easy. Let's take a couple states and puppet everything else. Due to yet another conflict, Progressive Siberia has picked up more subjects. Now for our most ambitious plan yet, which is invading China, or more accurately, just part of China. Sign a treaty is finished. The European Union of Asia is here. The only country to join that isn't a puppet is Altai, who I guess is grateful we saved them from the Imperial Authority. The Siberian/European Union incursion into China has begun. I never would have thought I'd see a day where soldiers from Siberia are in Beijing. We are victorious. The Fangtian government has been made into our subject, and the European Union now has a member state in China. Siberia has come a long way from its status as a mere governorate of the greater Russian Empire. Through its independence, it has secured its position as a significant regional power in Asia. The video is going to stop here. If you enjoyed the mod, check it out in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day. I'll see y'all later. Bye.